What's up, Justin? All right, I think I'm doing this. Let me know what the sound is like. It's winter outside. Um, I'm in my garage and it's heated, whatever, but the blower might be too loud, so let me know. Gonna try to pay attention to the chat as much as I can. A little bit overwhelming, lots of things everywhere. You can hear all right? Is there like a humming in the back that's annoying? Yeah, Justin, I got like inches of snow, but it's nice. So I made a bet with my wife yesterday that it would snow again this year, and she lost. I got some of my leagues in the collector's room. Posted this. Just gonna give a few minutes. Yeah, it was probably my phone, Justin. I just turned the volume down. I'm gonna try to follow the chat through the phone. Probably a smarter way to do that, but I'm not that smart. Got a little Pilsner from St. Louis going on. Maybe a couple shots of whiskey. Sweet Scott, thanks. Oh, it's getting too hot. So, like I said, I'm in my garage, which is my pseudo man cave for the time being, till I'm finished making mine. So it's sweatshirt weather, but I got like one hoodie, so I didn't want to offend anyone who might not want me to represent them. So I modified a sweatshirt, and it says "Pro Ass Pro," but really my only hoodie. What's up, Robert? All right. So I was looking forward to this. I've had I had a crazy fucking experience that I don't want anyone to ever have. I have two children, a 3 year old and a 1 year old, and my Friday afternoon they were playing outside. I came inside to get some snacks and do a couple other things, and I heard my 1 year old daughter um, yell out. So I went out there, and she's sitting on the ground. My son is up on. I live on a mountainside. My son is up on a ridge, and I look down at baby, and I'm like, "Hey," well, and she looks at me and she smiles and seems fine. And I look up at my son. I asked him what happened, and he said he threw a rock at her. So I look back down at my daughter, and her eyes rolled to the back of her head, and she got stiff as a board, and leaned over to her side and she started having a seizure. So I ran and I grabbed her and I started yelling for her mom. And went like immediately called 911. I live kind of remotely, so it took them about 20 minutes to get to my house. Um, but she was having trouble breathing and having a seizure, like I said. That probably lasted about 10 minutes or so. 911 dispatcher is instructing me how to give her CPR if need be. EMTs get there, and she's had gotten out of the seizure at this point, but she wasn't moving at all. Her vitals were good, still like labored breathing, and they did the like reflex test on her feet, and I see the EMT do her one foot and her toes wiggle, and then they did the other foot and her toes didn't wiggle, and so he grabs his radio and calls for a flight for life, and we strap her to a board. Helicopter came and landed up the road from my house. They fly her down there. Wife and I, it was like an hour away. They took her to Aurora, where Justin's from, lives. And thank God, everything's good. Everything was okay, but Friday fucking sucked. They think she got hit in the temple with a rock. It had like a trauma seizure, but all of her tests are good. She's back to normal. Just very thankful. But it's been a stressful couple of days, and I've been looking forward to just doing this with you guys. So, anywho, like I said, I invited some guys from my dynasty leagues into this, and obviously ITL. But I'm not a very good fantasy baseball player. In that I win a lot. Um, I have good teams often, and I'm kind of like the Buffalo Bills. I lose in the final a lot. Um, but I have found my niche. I have found what I really enjoy, and that's the big like 30 team leagues. I commissioned a couple of them because I get to like go deep. I think my fault in 12 team leagues is, and you can maybe see it in some of my ITL mock drafts. Like I'll have like 6 or 7 guys that like I want that I know probably no one will draft, but I probably overdraft them. End up like a year early, maybe more. uh, so the 30 teamers I love because it's like anybody who's getting in that bat, anybody who's getting an inning, like they matter. And although I tend to be like kind of conservative with my major league rosters with those, I get like real aggressive with my minor league roster. Like I don't give a shit if you know some somebody's got a first year player draft as like a 5th round pick or something. If I want them, I'll go after it. Roberg's the same way. I fucker he drafted Bryce Ball in like what 16th overall or something like that. It was ballsy, but I like it. And so yeah, 30 teamers. Just like I like to go deep. I drives me nuts if I'm in a first year player draft and someone gets drafted and I don't know who they are. Like that. Ugh. I'll go into a first year player draft or supplementary draft or whatever where there's 200 picks. I'll much be like, fuck. I watch more like minor league baseball than I do major league baseball probably these days, just because of my life schedule. So and a lot of my information is secondhand stuff. Like I'm no go out to the minor league ballpark that don't exist around here. And I wasn't like a very advanced baseball player myself, but every time I catch a name or see a guy on TV, I'll put that in my little spreadsheet and go for it. Sorry, Mitchell, I didn't mean to rip off any scabs there. Uh, so so now card collecting. I don't know. I've put a little bit of my money where my mouth is, so to speak. And it doesn't have to be that much money because some of the prospects and things I like are not that popular. Um, well, before I show off a couple of my like $3 purchases, I have a lame ass Twitter account, the Needle12 at the Needle12. I don't even know how to tweet that well, but I've been trying to do like once a week, maybe a little bit of a prospect that has been overlooked to some degree, or just some guy that I like. Put a couple things out about him. So if you're in my league and you want to steal a guy from me or get some good trade ideas, maybe follow me or something. I think I have 6 followers right now, and half of those might be my other burner accounts. um, so yeah, let's open some cards. I dove in on the checklist of these guys, and definitely some new names to me. Some guys I know about, but I was just gonna kind of like rip some packs and chat up the guys that we pull. And, I don't know, have some beers and not be a worried parent for a little while and what have you. A little card. Cole Winn. I like this guy. I think I bought this for $2. See how it goes. I have a couple shares. Think he's been a little bit forgotten about. Jackson Kowar. I like this dude. I mean, I think he only pitched his senior year of high school, and he's been successful. So we'll see. Trying to get a better card than this. This is the best card that I have of his. Got into a break, and that's what I had. I really like minor league cards. I don't know if anyone else does, but this is a in-person Joey Cantillo. Not focusing. Got that for a few bucks. I like that guy. Kid from Hawaii. I'm not left-handed, and I did pitch, but for some reason I'm drawn to lefties. maybe Mark Burley has something to do with that. Got into a break, tried to get a better Quinn Priester. I like him. If anyone's got gets a good Munoz trade room, Espino, he's probably a little bit more popular in the card world. Prep arm, big upside. It's funny. I got back into this card thing, and I was thinking, like a lot of us in there, like, I want to get some like cool shit of guys on my dynasty teams. But I find myself actually going after the guys that I missed out on. Whatever. A couple bats. Lewin Diaz of the Marlins. This dude, I'm telling you, and Welsh is on it. He has gotten physically in shape, and he is a beast. Like if 2020 ever happens, and there's another Jordan or even Aquino, this might be the dude this year. I don't know. It was like $2. Another guy that I know Welsh likes, Rocchio. Spent a little bit more for that, but I like that guy. Oh, all right. I'm from Wisconsin, and this is the heyday of Wisconsin prospects. You got Kelenic, you got Lux, you got Varsho. There's even a couple of pitchers that not a lot of people talk about. But I feel like this dude belongs kind of in the same conversation. I have a better card coming. I got my first Gem Mint auto first Bauman of him. This dude hits, man, and he doesn't look the part, but I don't think he's ever batted under 300 at all levels. He'll probably be, well, he would have been like AAA this year probably. Second base is not super locked down for the Padres. He could play a serviceable second base, probably more than serviceable. Probably not going to hit for a lot of power, but I could see like 15 home runs, hit over 300, maybe like a good like two hitter. In the card world, I don't think they really appreciate them, considering I got a Gem Mint auto for what was it, $24 or something like that. This is my dude. I like this guy, and a certain someone doesn't even give him top 500 respect, but he's kind of all over the board. I see him not on anyone's list. I see him like top 10 Padres, which is, Padres are freaking loaded. Owen Miller, that's my dude. I would love to get one of these dudes in one of these boxes. This is my favorite guy in the draft, and Callis on Welsh's show the other day, when they asked him about college dude with the most five-tool potential, he named him. Thank God he did, because I would have freaked if he didn't. Dude can run, dude can throw, dude can field, dude can hit, but the power is the question, and I don't think it is. He's only had like 6 college home runs or something like that, but from what I know and from what I've read, all of the power is there. It's just not in his approach right now, not the swing conducive of such a thing. But the fact that it's there, I would take him if I had the first pick in a first year player draft this year. It would be tough. Torkelson. If I had second pick, it'd be a no brainer. I'd take Garrett Mitchell from UCLA. I mean, if you're talking fantasy, you want the dude who could possibly be a superstar, right? And as far as like domestic players in this class, that's my guy. So, anyways, I hope he's in one of those. I chased him in a couple of player breaks, and that was all I ended up with. Tonight, these cards, whatever. From a collector standpoint, I get it. There's a lot of about it. But if you want to like get deep and be like the first guy to be on a dude, these are kind of fun. They don't have like I don't think they have a lot of retail or resell value. There might be some stuff, but like if you want some just PC, I don't know. I'd love to pull a dude who's a top 5 pick in 2021. Not try to have to chase that card and buy it from somebody or whatever. I kind of prefer the the Elite Extra Edition USA cards in their set, but they're really hard to hit, man. I've seen cases open and not see like a Garrett Mitchell auto or something, but like these guys, like these cards, I like these cards. I happen to pull an Andrew Abbott. I mean, I don't have huge hopes for him. He's a lefty, kind of soft tossing, crafty. Could make the bigs. I don't know. But I mean, nothing to get like super excited about. But like that card, I got a Torkelson or a Mitchell, that I'd be pretty pumped. So I kind of prefer that, but like I said, it's so hard to hit. And then here's another card from that set, Elite Extra Edition. I kind of like this guy. I mean, I like the player, but I mean the card. It's kind of cool. It's red. They're unlicensed, but they can do the college thing. So it's got the Texas A&M. He's reached back there and his funky delivery. His funky. I don't know if you guys have ever seen him pitch. Uh, Dude might not be that sexy, but he's funky and he's got this weird arm slot, and dude just wins, man. He wins and he doesn't give up runs. Uh, I don't know. I put some money down on this guy, like card wise, and not even so much fantasy wise. I couldn't even get him because my brother stole him from me in one league, and I don't know. One of you dicks probably stole him from me too. But I like this dude. I got some high hopes for him. I think he could be something. And so I, put a little bit of money down. I got his first Bowman autograph. That's the 223 out of 499. I mean, he's in this draft, in this Bowman draft is kind of slutty. I mean, I feel like everyone has one of these. So I had to up my ante a little bit, and this is an ITL connection. A former ITL guy actually pulled this in a break, and so I went ahead and got it from him. But that's his one of one. Dude, if Dude could make an All-Star game or something, I'm gonna be pretty happy with that purchase. But yeah, it's a little bit of a smudge on the autograph, but it's one of one. You can't shop around for a better one. So I was pretty excited about that. And that was really cool. Barwitz really was key in that purchase. Uh, I got a lot of shit for liking this guy in some mock drafts recently, but I paid a couple bucks for his autograph rookie card. I like him. He if you paid attention to the second half of last year, dude put some offense together. No doubt about it. If you could DH now, that lineup might be pretty good. Whatever. So, what should we open first? I think maybe I'll save this one for last because this might have our best chance for something. Got the 2020 blaster, 2020 box, 2019 blaster. You're going to see anything from freaking junior high kids to guys in the pros already. There's like an alumni thing where there's Ken Griffey Jr., Frank Thomas. I don't know. I don't know what we're going to pull. It could be all over the map. I don't know. What should we do? I do not have a shoebox of Marquez yet. Blasters first? All right. Let's do 2020 Blaster. Yeah, this is cool, Scott. I built like houses, well, a house with this. But yeah, definitely not as cool. Jesus. All right. Let's see here. Oh, a little Frasso. Gonna really do my best to try to talk off my top of my head, but I don't think I should with him. All right. So that's right. Numbered or anything? They're kind of flimsy cards, but I don't know. Look a little cooler than I was kind of expecting. Not like a big national USA, but when it comes to sports, I kind of like it. And like again, these guys being unlicensed, it's kind of cool to have like uniform and whatever. But Frasso, he's a college right-handed pitcher, Loyola Marymount, big dude, like 6'5". Um, he was initially considered a first rounder, but he got shut down with arm soreness. He's a basketball player too, which I like. Well, they got mid 90s, I think he can hit, and he could very well get drafted. Um, well, he's not on P1's like top 75 or whatever because he's probably not worth it. But baseball, I don't even know if I can say that. BA, another source, has him probably like a third round pick. 18 and under team card. Dig in there, see who's on it. There's some names there. Romo, I know that's you got that. Mike, Peter Armstrong, Mick Abel. He's going to be a high draft pick. He's a prep right-hander from Portland, Oregon. He's committed to Oregon State, but he won't probably end up there. 6'5", 180, touches 97. Short season made him a tough read. He's been on radars for a while. Slider might be the best breaking ball in the class. Good command, top of the rotation upside. So he'll be highly sought after, I'm sure. Oh, there we go. That's Meyer. A lot about him. From Minnesota. Not that big, but he's got top of the class pure stuff. 70 grade fastball. Another dude with a killer slider, arguably the best in the class. I had some questions about his ability to start because of his small size. Didn't really get to answer that this year. But could be dude. You never know. I mean, pitching, who knows? Who is this? Dylan Leon. Oh, we're gonna have a kid here. It gets a little weird when you're like researching like 14-year-old kids, but shit, 2 years they could be J-Dom hype, I guess. What I got on him, he's from Carson, California. He's not committed to a school yet. Upper 80s on the mound. He's a good fielder. Could be like a big armed shortstop type. Good athlete, potential offensive threat, but he's also a kid, so who knows? Robert, did you have a hard time opening these like I am? Hey, hey, yeah, boy, that's my guy. And it's just the base, but I will take it. Oh, Jason Savakul. I might butcher names. He's another guy could very well get drafted this year, mid round, late round. Um, Prep right-hander from New York. He's linked to Maryland. 6'1", 195, long-limbed, making him feel taller. Sinking fastball in the low 90s, slider that could be above average. He's also got a curve and a change. Could could be a dude well served to go to college and improve his draft stock, especially this year with the shortened deal. Luis Rodriguez. Another kid. He's 16. Pitcher, first base, third base. I think he only pitched for Team USA. Long Beach, California, connected to San Diego. 6'1", 190, lean athletic with room to grow. He started in the gold medal game against Panama for the 15 and under team. He was the MVP of the tournament and a chance to be an elite prep arm, but not until, 2022? I don't know. Maybe a dude will be a dude. It's funny too. Like some of my info and stuff that I gathered. Who knows with teenagers? They grow quick, and I might be off on height and weight and what have you. Even age is questionable. Um, but they say here 6'1", 190. Yeah. Well, I don't know. I don't know. Doxicus might not be right now that I heard. See, I saw him. I saw him pitch in college, so that's. I just went by that by the announcers. So who knows? Oh, here we go. Luke Waddle. He's definitely. He's definitely a prospect. I don't remember what year he was. Yes, he's a college guy from Georgia Tech. He could very well get drafted this year. Probably will, especially if teams are playing it safer. He'll probably jump up from what I mean. Certain magazines got him like 115 from the draft prospects right now. Not very big. He was drafted by the D-backs last year, but didn't sign. Versatile defender. Probably won't stick at shortstop. Does a lot of things well, nothing great kind of guy. Super utility potential, contact kind of slap hitter. Walks a lot, doesn't strike out, but not a lot of projection left. So who knows? Maybe he'll prove us wrong. Hey, Spencer Butt here. This is a kid. Uh, yeah, I mean this is some of the silliness of these cards here. Talking about his 12 and under years, U.S. national team. I don't think I have much on Spencer Butt, but let me just be thorough. Yeah, I don't know. Although already has an offer from Florida State, but he's 15. I mean, who knows? Well, there's a name there. Shailene Lears. I'm sure a lot of us know about him. First round pick of the Braves. Kind of an off the charts defensive guy, but could very well not be a slouch offensively either. But again, like fantasy, like catcher, yeah, whatever. You can figure that out. I don't have to, you know, put a lot of capital on that. Hey, Pete Crow Armstrong, prep hitter, considered one of the elite prep hitters in this draft class. Definitely heard, P1 talk about it, talk about him. I don't know if I was as excited as some of those guys talking about him. Um, I thought I wrote down something funny about him, so that's what I'm looking at. He could go to Vandy, but he won't because he'll get drafted too high. I mean, we're talking top half of the first round. Yeah, I don't know. Some debate about his power, a little bit debate about his speed. Yeah, I don't know. People are into him. I don't know if I'm that excited. This is a numbered card, 249. Nate Savino. I think he's young too, if I remember right. Not that young. Prep senior in high school this year. Eligible to be drafted. Probably won't. He'll probably end up going to Virginia. 6'3", 195, long and lean. He's hit 96 on the gun for a lefty. Damn. That's pretty good. Sharp slider, lots of projectability, and considered an elite pitching prospect. I wrote down here, I wonder why no love from the draft rankings. He must be just considered he's going to school. So Savino, that could be a dude. Lucas Gordon, is like a lefty. Prep arm, eligible for draft this year, but he probably won't be. Maybe if it was deeper. He's from Sherman Oaks, California. He's committed to Texas. 6'1", 190, high 80s, low 90s fastball, good curve, nice change, potential two-way standout, high average contact hitter with projectable power, and considered to be very athletic. Alejandro Rosario. He will probably get drafted this year. Second rounder, maybe. From Miami, 6'1", 165. What do they have him here? Yeah, got the same there. He's hit 98 on the gun, 3-pitch potential, fastball changeup slider. His off-speed stuff is pretty raw. Size concerns, doesn't miss as many bats as he should with his velocity. So yeah, that dude should be getting drafted. See where he ends up. Logan Allen, that's a name. Let's see what they say about him. Crafty lefty, they say. Now, back of the cards are a little lame. I thought maybe they'd be a little bit more, I don't know, prospect scout oriented. But I can just give you some lame info. College dude, second rounder, potentially. Uh, BA had him 56. Welsh does not have him up there. Polished strike thrower profile hasn't changed much since in college. Low 90s fastball. Results play better than stuff. Impressive collegiate career. Deceptive. Can handle a bat too, but he'll pitch as a pro. Zach Thompson. He was the 19th overall pick out of Kentucky last year. Four pitch mix. Nothing super outstanding, but could be a move quick guy. I think he's got like some pro cards out already, license cards out already. Ooh, here we go. Cowser. He could be a dude. So he's at Sam Houston State right now. 6'3", 190. He hit 361 as a freshman, earned him third team All American. Considered a lead prospect for next year's draft. He is a Golden Spikes candidate if there were a season. Nate Savino, talked about him. Joseph Brown, I think this is another young kid. I've got some crazy like little league stats on some guys though that I just want to check if he was one of them. Nah, don't know much about. Oh wait, you got this dude today too, didn't you? I just got him down as a beefy young man. We'll see. Hey, CJ Abrams. I don't think I need to waste time talking about him. I have a share. Is he just going to be like a speedy, not that exciting center fielder? Or is he going to be a dude? I don't know. Well, here we go. It looks like we got Logan Allen snagged up. Nothing but white relic there. Supposed to get 2 hits, 2 autographs for memorabilia per box. I guess that's one of ours. There's another Bowser. That's sweet. What was that? Yeah. Carson Bowen? I don't even remember that name at all. All right, he's a potential draft class of 2022. He's 15. Catcher from California, not linked anywhere yet. Physical build, skilled and polished behind the plate. Bat speed, drives the ball well. One of the top catchers in the country for his class. So, again, catcher. Tanner Allen. And there's another young kid. Nope, I lied. He's in college at Mississippi State. 241 on BA's ranks. So I don't know. Probably get signed by somebody. 5'11", 184. He was drafted by the Rockies and the Cubs in previous drafts, but did not sign. Pretty left-handed swing. 349 as a sophomore. He's a fringy defender and doesn't really have a spot yet. Chance to be above average hitter, but power is fringy. So I don't know. Maybe he could be a dude. These are just a fortress. Jeff Criswell. So I thought I'd be able to remember more guys off the top of my head, but I don't. Yeah, pitcher from Michigan. He could be as high as a second-round pick. Welsh still doesn't have him 75, but that's a small list, It's understandable. 6'4", 225, added strength and consistency in college. He throws 90, 40, 97 with a slider and a change. Went from bullpen as underclassman to a starter. Shortened season kind of screwed this kid out of showcasing his development as a starter. Control is the issue. Should be drafted sooner than later. Ooh, here we go. Here's the first round high pick. I don't really know how to say his name, though. Heston Kjerstad? Is that how Welsh said it? I don't know. From Arkansas, 6'3", 200, long track record of offensive production. High floor, corner outfield type, questions about swing and miss, and unorthodox mechanics at the plate. Not a top tier defender, so sounds like he'll probably be all bat dude. I don't know. I did see a thing about the White Sox in him, so we'll see. Jack Bulger. He's a prep guy. He's a prep catcher from Maryland. He's a Vandy commit, so they only have a bazillion of those. 6', 205, strong physical kid, unpolished behind the dish, great arm, can hit and has power. But if he can catch, will be a big deal because he may not be able to play anywhere else. Aiden Miller, infielder, pitcher from Trinity, Florida. He's a freshman in high school, but a real good sized kid. Yeah, he's a man child. He just looks, well, he's got like a He-Man body with like a kid's face. I was watching some tape of him, but he could be a dude. I mean, who knows? Maybe he's just like totally done growing. But he could be like a prototypical like right field power hitter. He's got a really strong arm too. Ooh, Alika Williams is another guy you'll see in the draft. Shortstop from Arizona State. 6'2", 180, glove first shortstop that should stick there. Going to be a higher major league ranked talent than fantasy. Not a slouch at the dish, but kind of a limited ceiling. All right, should be like an auto or relic in here, right? We're gonna hit the 2. Hey, Asa Lacy, third pick in the draft this year, probably. He's got a lot of upside. What did I write down about him? Another Texas A&M guy, big. His touch 98 plus changer, power curve. He had 46 Ks in 4 starts this abbreviated season. I guess secondary stuff was a question when he was coming out of high school, but I think he's answered all of those. So again, who knows with pitching prospects, but he's probably the guy you want out of this class. I haven't really delved into the J2 guys too much this year and melded them together yet, but it'll happen. But Asa Lacy, I'll drink some whiskey to that. Part of this, I just kind of look forward to talking shit to some of my buddies in my home like 12-team league. 3 or 4 years, some jack off will be like, oh, I love Ace Lee. I loved him. I'm like, dude, come on. Don't insult my intelligence. Maybe that says more about my week. Here's fellas. All right, what do we get here? Ooh, Gabriel Miranda. I mean, if you're gonna get some kid, I believe I remember liking this guy. He could be potentially 2022 draft prep left-hander, Orange, California. That's not the guy that I was thinking of. I don't have much on this guy. I thought I did. There's a different Miranda, I think, that I was thinking of. All right, so blasting away here. Raleigh Hector. Ooh. Prep arm. He'll be a senior next year, so not eligible for the draft yet. From Texas A&M commit again. Advanced on the mound, low 90s fastball at this juncture. Maybe he'll follow in the Aggie tradition of me being oddly in love with him. Here we go. Patrick Bailey, NC State catcher. You've heard Welsh talk about him. Always been defense. Proved doubters wrong. He couldn't hit, though. Switch hitter with above average raw power from both sides. Maybe power over hit tool. Best defensive catcher in class. Kind of the rare guy that called his own games in college. Seemed like Adley did that, Bart did that, but not too many others, if I'm not mistaken. And Milan Tolentino. High schooler from Santa Margarita, California. UCLA commit, 6'1", 180, big player for USA 1800 team. Accomplished defender, but that is a question. Lacks present power, below average runner, maybe a candidate to head to college. Probably not maybe, probably is. So that's our first blaster. I've got a couple cards. It wasn't as exciting as I thought. All right, so this is 2019. Still says 2 autos or memorabilia. Let's see what we got. See a Philly right away. Oh, Brian Packard. He could be a fast riser. Detroit. Bat. Corner outfield type. I don't know. He's already getting gobbled up in all my big dynasty leagues. Yeah. Cade Griner, he's already in the bigs. Dude, these cards are way better. 19's better. Just feels sturdier. Sharper looking, I think. But okay, where did he? I don't remember where he went. Was he a second round pick last year? No, it was supplemental first round pick for the D-backs. Yeah, he was from Oregon State. He was their shortstop. Really good defensively. Offenses, who knows? Max Rajic. So he's a high schooler, 167 on BA as far as draft prospects this year. UCLA commit, 6 foot, 200 pounds, low 90s fastball with a slider and change. More of a whole package deal rather than tools. Questionable upside, but he doesn't know how to pitch, evidently. Nigo McIntosh. Kid. But I did look him up. Don't know much. He's from California, not committed, not very big. So yeah, who knows? Oh, and this is a loser for a loser team. I don't know. Are you guys really that excited about him? I wasn't super pumped. I don't. Is he going to be like a big fantasy asset? I don't know. But he's your Philly. He's your dude. Oh, Kyle Bronovich. I should I should remember, but I don't, because he was a super hard guy to look up for me. I kept getting pissed off. Oh yeah, that's why. He was drafted last year by the Angels. He was part of the Bunny trade, so he went to Baltimore. He was a K machine in college at Elon. Has a devastating knuckle curve. A few versions of it actually. Other stuff is not that impressive. He lacks command. Kind of a relief pitcher profile, but I guess he's just got one killer pitch, and you can look, you can see that is what he's throwing in that picture. Is that knuckle curve? So enjoy, Orioles. Connor Scott, he was a draft pick last year. Is that right? Miami? Jesus. Yep, Miami. First round pick of Miami last year. He was, I think he might have been the youngest player drafted last year, or definitely one of, and that actually signed. Speed plus arm, raw power, potential 5 tool guy. Still has a ways to go, but I don't know. Young dude, potential 5 tool. I should get him somewhere. Probably get him for cheap. Riley Cornelio. Let's see. So he was eligible. He was a prep last year, but he went to TCU. Right-handed pitcher, 6'3", 193. Won pretty much every honor one could as a high schooler. Considered second round talent in the 2019 draft. Um, Looks like he's going to school to try to make some more money and get a higher draft slot. But yeah, COVID kind of screwed up that idea this year. Riley Green, I think we all know him. I mean, I had like the top five. Last year, the tier was like, to me, was 5 guys first year player: Jay Down, Witt, Adley, Vaughn. Who am I missing? But he was like locked in 6 for me. But Detroit, they suck. Shea Langeliers, already talked about him, already had him. Robert, were these like super hard for you to open too? Should like spend some less money on glue and make the cards a little better. It was Griner again. Madrigal's shortstop. Yeah. Radjic had him. Ooh, another big white patch of Parker Karachi. Karasi? He was a 21st round pick of Blue Jays last year out of Ole Miss. Second team All American as a sophomore. Late moving fastball, not the hardest thrower. And his secondary stuff, slider, particularly his fringe average. He showed well, though, in his 21 innings pitched at rookie ball this year, or short season. So, not anyone who's going to get me too excited. Ryan Spikes. Here we got another kid. Let's see. I might not have. All right, so he could be eligible to be drafted next year. He's from Lilburn, Georgia, connected to Tennessee, 5'9", 180. Interesting two-way prospect. Fast, good arm, high 80s fastball, slider curve change. Simple swing with easy bat speed and power could come. Who knows? He's not old. Andre Pallante. Fourth round pick of the Cardinals last year from UC Irvine. He was their Friday starter. Kind of backed in the draft with a less productive 2019. He does hit 97. Most division has a bullpen arm with a plus fastball and slider ticking up in that role. Maybe a reliever for the Cardinals. Bobby Witt Jr., never heard of him. Garbage card. Oh, Volpe. I don't think I really paid much attention to Volpe last year. And then doing this stuff, I don't know. He was more exciting to me than I thought. But he's just kind of like really good at everything, not great at anything. Um, but he's also with the Yankees, so who knows? And even if he has like one good half season, you could maybe sell a card of his for some money. Andrew Painter. This is a numbered out of 249. He is from Pompano Beach, Florida, linked to Florida. Dude is big. Yeah, he's a junior in high school. He's 6'6", 210. Has touched 94, easy delivery, curve slider change as well. All can be plus. Chance to be in conversation of top prep arms next year. So, be cooler if you had an autograph on that card there, buddy. Andrew Painter, I'll be looking for him next year. Brady House. Prep, he's young. 2020, he could be drafted next year. Well, I mean, eligible, but I don't know if he will. Tennessee commit, 6'3", 210, has hit 96 on the gun. Change could be plus. Off the chart skills across the board. Maybe next year. See, like stuff like this, this card, whatever. But it'd be sweet to have an autograph or a relic. Get ahead of the game a little bit. Graham Stinson, we know about him. Tampa Bay. Duke. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not like, yeah, I don't know. I don't own him anywhere. I didn't draft him. I see him not getting drafted in some 30 teamers. Like, but he's with the Rays, so maybe they could make something out of him. But I'm not too pumped. Josh Young, we know about him. What did I had to refresh myself because I wasn't interested in him last year. 8th overall pick, Texas Tech. Good D, advanced approach, but struggles to use strength. Struggles to pull the ball 316 and 174 at bats last year. Average power at best. So I do like the Rangers system a lot. I have too many of them probably, but he wasn't like a target for me. Luke Leto. He's a junior in high school from Portage, Michigan. LSU commit, 6'2", 190. Smooth swing, athletic, two-way potential, has touched the low 90s with his fastball. So Luke Leto, we'll see about you later. Park, did we talk about him already? I don't remember. Yes, we did. Didn't we? Yes. Maybe we didn't. 21st round pick of the Blue Jays last year who signed. He's almost 24. He's out of Ole Miss. Second team All American as a sophomore. Late moving fastball. Not the hardest thrower. Secondary slider is fringe average. Showed well in 21 appearances in short season last year. Maybe we did talk about him. I don't remember. Anthony Siegler. Oh, yeah, cool. First round pick of the Yankees. All defense. Prep. Not interested fantasy wise at all. Sammy Fulton. Full time? Uh, so he is eligible for the draft this year. Probably not going to get drafted. He's going to go to Texas. Wait, no, I lied. He is at Texas. He started every game at shortstop his freshman year for Texas this year. But what, they played 19 games, if that. Could potentially be like a utility, super utility type pro. He's played every position in the past. He can hit with decent power. He's very athletic, advanced defender at multiple spots. Looks like he may not be pitching in college, but he does have potential on the mound. So, hook him. All right. Nolan Gorman. Dude, most overrated dynasty. I just don't get it. I don't get it. So many people are in love with him. So he's got a big bat, but lots of dudes have big bats. I don't know. I don't mean to offend anyone, but 0 shares. Ryan Hawks. So he was a freshman at Louisville this year. Right-hand pitcher, 6'2", 240. Looks like a reliever. Well, at least for now. Decent fastball and change, but development of his slider will be key. So he's got 2 pitches right now, but that could change. Ooh, 15 and under team card. You guys want to get real creepy? There you go. Spikes, we talked about him. He's on there. Josh Young. Tyree Reed. Vallejo, California will be a senior in high school next year. Already a verbally commit to Oregon State. 6'2", 181, long projectable build with loud tools, fast. Could be a 5, toolsy kind of guy. All right, Tyree. Check in with you later. Hey, this is shiny. Well, I guess it's just normal shiny. Samuel Dutton. Oh, I don't remember him, but I remember looking him up because I kept spelling his name wrong and nothing was coming up. He'll be a senior next year in high school from Southside, Alabama. LSU commit 5'11", 185, can touch mid-90s on the mound, strong kid, can throw a curve and a slider for strikes. Looks like pitcher in his future, but an undersized, more relief pitcher profile. Zach Hess. 7th round pick last year for the Tigers out of LSU, 6'6", 219. He had 28 pro innings last year. He has developed a change, maybe best suited for relief pitcher, touches 98. Could develop into a 100-mile-per-hour guy with a plus slider. So potential reliever for the Tigers there. Carson Bowen. 115 out of 199. Why are they all kids? Can I just get one, like, older dude? What'd I say about Carson? All right. Potential class of 2022 from Anaheim Hills, California is a catcher. 5'11", 195, physical build, skilled polish behind the plate, bat speed, and drives the ball well. One of the top catchers in the country in his class. Carson. Liberatore. I think we all know about him, right? Big lefty. He's with the Rays. Probably will be good. Pete Crow again. Talked about him. All right, so our blaster boxes. We got, like, not even legal to buy a lot of cigarettes. We're going to a strip joint. I don't even know what those are now. And then some white patches. Not what I was hoping for. Let's go. Okay, so the box, 8 cards per pack, 5 packs. Find 5 autographs or relics. So just hit me one here. Just give me one auto. That is true. It was so nearsighted in dynasty leagues. And one bad year, People are off of them. They don't look like the next Hall of Famer immediately. Even when they get to the bigs, like you got Giolito, maybe even like Mondesi to some extent. Like, I'm a big Dom Smith fan. No patience. This is a long game. A lot of games in the season, a lot of seasons in a career. All right, thicker packs here. We slice the one good card we get. All right, so this 2020 box. I like 2019 cards better. There's a relic back there. And can you say a relic when they're teenagers? Nikhazy, another dude that was driving me crazy. He's in college right now at Ole Miss. Left-hand pitcher, 5'10", 200, so undersized. But he was a freshman All-American. He tied Drew Pomerantz's Ole Miss freshman record with 86. He was off to a great sophomore season, and then it went away. I don't know. Maybe Doug. Maybe Doug could be. Maybe I'll trade Doug to Roberg one day, or it went the other way around. I think. Mikey, or is it Mickey? Mikey? Mikey Romero. All right. So, okay, 16. He'll graduate high school in 2022 from Menifee, California. Infielder. Committed to Arizona verbally. 6', 155, an advanced defender for his age. Lefty whose bat stays in the zone for a long time. Underclass All-American. Did you turn in anything? Cole Wilcox. Cole's in the bigs, right? I think so. No, he's not. He's at Georgia right now. 6'5", 232. That's right. It keeps being so every year, you have your first year player drafts, and then you got the guys who don't sign. Those guys get lost in the shuffle sometimes. He was a first-round talent in the loaded prep pitching class of 2018, went to college, got bigger and stronger, triple digits guy, was relieving and set to start his year. Dominated out the gates, wanted to showcase newfound control, plus fastball, plus slider, average change. One of the more interesting first-rounders of this draft. That's the BA's got him 24, and P1's got him 30, 33. We'll see him in the draft. Robert Hassel. What did I trade him to you for? Miggy? Or you traded him to me for Miggy? All right, he'll be top half of the first round this year. Out of high school from Tennessee. He's a Vandy commit, but that won't happen. 6'2", 190, one of the best prep hitters in the class. One Prep International Player of the Year. Mixed opinions on his future power. Most likely a corner outfielder, but does have above average speed and arm. And we've definitely heard P1 talk about him. Fresso, we talked about him. Garrett Mitchell, my boy. Already got that card. Adley, never heard of him. All right, Adley. I'm just going to take a break from talking and see if anyone is, other than Mike, is listening. How much do you like Adley? I might be lower on Adley than most. I'm sure he is Mitchell. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's cool. Like what I've heard before, like Goldie with a bat or as a catcher. Um, but like, does that excite you as much as taking like him over Bobby Witt this year, or J-Dom, or even Abrams? Like, I don't know. I didn't get some people loving him as much. Just fantasy wise, I'm talking about real baseball. Real baseball, I get it. You got a catcher with that sort of profile and ability to, control the game and provide offense. Like, I get all that, but I don't know. I didn't get some of the fantasy deal and all that. But then we got one of my favorite pitchers in the draft coming up right here. It's flipped over. It's a relic, and I'm hoping if it's an autographed card, I'm success pumped about this. Chris McMahon, pitcher from Miami, big dude, throws hard. Some questions about his secondary stuff, but I don't know what late first round pick maybe. Some people like him more than that. Uh, I watched him on TV. Watched him pitch. I liked him. He just seemed like aggressive and I don't know type of dude that I want. This is autograph and it's a sweet patch. Sweet, nice. Part of the S right there. 14 out of 25. Best card we hit all night, and I have been chasing him a few times uh, in the Elite Extra Edition uh, player break. So I'm gonna sleeve this up. Sorry, I'll just put it in here. Oh. Yeah, I don't want to. It seems too fat. Dude, I am pumped about this. I like this. 14 out of 25. Thank you. Thank you. I'm just gonna gently put that there. I mean, he might end up being nothing, but I'm gonna dream for a little bit. I like that. I don't know. Your autograph could use some work. And that's another thing with these cards, like they're sticker autos, and it's like whatever. But that patch is sweet. Fuck yeah. I mean, you could probably buy one for $10 or something, but it's fun to pull it. That was like Mitchell, McMahon. They're two my obviously like it'd be cool to get a Torkelson or Austin Martin. Although I'm not that big on that dude. I think it could be all right. Anyway, Max Meyer, we talked about him. That's a first round pick. Oh, speak of the devil. All right. Anybody else not all into him as much as the rest of the world seems? I don't know. I It seems a little limited to me. I mean, when you hear like, these draft guys like, yeah, I think he could have a career like, and then it's not that impressive what they follow with. But I mean, what do I know? This is a good name, cool card. Not totally sold. What did I write about him? He's got crazy bat speed. Position is in question. He's not speedy. He's not quick. I don't know. Just doesn't feel like a superstar to me. Oh, some are on card. That's sweet. You take Torkelson over. Yeah, me too. Although I'll talk about Torkelson if we don't pull him. Cole Wilcox, talked about him. Ooh, Tamar. Just like this is their version of like a foil or something. Yeah, that's not who I was thinking it was. 2022 will be his senior year of high school from Atlanta. 5'9", 145. He was the 2019 14 years and under player of the year for Team USA. Slick defender, athletic, projects well at the plate, but who knows? He's little. There's another Tamar in here. Must have been thinking of. Oh, it looks like we got. Oh, Philip Abner. It's cool. Oh, it's cool, but I don't remember who he was. So he'll be. Yeah. Okay. He'll be a senior in high school next year from Charlotte, North Carolina, committed to Florida verbally. 6'1", 220, mid-90s fastball, powerful lefty at the plate, real two-way potential. Not much effort in his delivery, developing slider, easy swing, ball jumps off the bat. So hey, maybe this is that card that a year from now might be something. Joseph Brown, we talked about him. That's Mike's beefy guy. Put that there. Come on. What'd they say? 5? Let the last auto be Mitchell. Drew Bowser, we talked about him. Carson Bone, we talked about him. There's Alika Williams. We talked about him. Kerstead, we talked about him. Logan Salomon. He'll be a high school class of 2022 from Chandler, Arizona. Don't know much. That's mid 80s fastball as a 15-year-old. That's all I got. Kyle Harrison. 72 on BA's draft prospects this year. Prep lefty, 6'2", 220, polished low slot lefty, low 90s fastball. He's got a wiffle ball like breaking ball. Looks like he might end up going to UCLA for some refinement this year. All right, wiffle ball. Casey or Opitz. 101 on BA's ranks this year. Catcher from Arkansas, 5'11", 200 pounds, high praise for his arm and golf behind the plate. He's thrown out 54, 48, and 40% of his base runners in his 3 years of college. Faces a lot of offensive questions. Did start hot at the plate this year before it ended. Savino, I got his 20 out of 25. Savino. We talked about him. That's sweet. All right, bud. Go big. Tanner Allen. We talked about him, right? Yeah. What did we? All the Allens. Yeah, we talked about him. Right. Aiden Miller, that's the man child. I mean, as a freshman, he's throwing like 90s. He's hitting giant bombs. Crazy. See if he turns into anything. Brandon Barreria. He'll be a senior in high school 2022. Left-hand pitcher, first baseman from Coconut Creek, Florida. He's a Vandy commit, 6'1". Fastball that hits 93, offers a curve, slider, change that all show promise. So we'll see. Braden Shoemaker, we've talked about him. Or no, we haven't talked about him, but we know about him. Kind of like a good across the board guy, but nothing crazy out of this world. I don't have any shares of him, but he definitely, got some deep fantasy love this last year or so. What team we got this time? Ooh, this is the good one. This is the college national team. A lot of first rounders right there. There's McMahon, 26. Roderick, we talked about him. Oh, we got an auto here. Let's see. Ooh, nice. That's out of 499, so that's just like the base auto. It's actually a cool signature too. Reed Detmers. He'll be a high pick. Let's see what I wrote. Well, BA's got him 8. Welsh has him 13. Out of Louisville, 6'2", 210, left-handed pitcher. 13 wins and 167 Ks last year. That's a shit ton for college. Very high floor. He only had 4 starts this year, but he went at 19.6 K per 9 rate. Low 90s fastball, control and command, has a hammer curve, change that could be above average, and he's one of the safer pitching prospects in this draft. I mean, that could be sweet. It's just the base, $4.99. But I don't know. I like to flash this at a buddy who's chasing his first Bauman and all about him. Be like, dude, this is old news. Sweet. I'll put you right there. I like that one. Raleigh, we talked about him. Patrick Bailey, we talked about him. Was that the other year? I don't want to search through here. I think that was the other, right? This is 2020. I think that we got the 2019 one too. That's cool. And Milan, we talked about him. All right, last pack. I don't know. I'm pretty, just my personal stuff. Pretty happy with the read. Definitely happy with that. Just Garrett. Give me like a number of Garrett or something. And then this would be totally worth it for me. Yeah, Robert. These are on card. These guys. That's a sticker, and that's a sticker. Oh, Andrew Abbott. I already talked about him. I got one of his um, elites. Don't have a lot of excitement, but there it is. Josh Young, we talked about him. Asa Lacy. Why can't you be numbered or something? Sorry, I'm not holding those in the greatest spot. Ooh, Max Meyer, numbered out of 24 out of 25. That's cool. Sweet. Where's Welsh got him again? 10th. They both have BA and Welsh having 10. Minnesota, top of the class, pure stuff on the bump, 70 grade fastball, best slider in the class. Didn't get a chance to answer questions about his ability to start with his smaller size this year. But that's cool. I'll take that number. Oh yes. Even though he's from Minnesota. Hey, we did get Torkelson. Just a base. There he is. Um, do you know if he gets drafted number 1 overall, that's the first time in history that a first baseman has been drafted number 1 overall? Like, I don't know, is that cool or is that talking about the lack of like superstar power at the top of this draft? I know people say it's deep, but it doesn't seem to have the same allure to me as top 5 last year. But that's cool. I don't know. I mean, I'd still want to maybe draft Garrett Mitchell if I was number 1 overall. But that's just me crazy. Let's see, last two. Oh, we got 3. Colby Holter. Don't think we got him. So he is a senior in high school. BA's got him 123 draft prospect. Jacksonville, Florida, committed to Florida, 6'1", 195, nothing over the top, but has hit wherever he's been. Utility type for the 18 and under USA team. Not enough power at this point to play corner infield, but not the most elite middle infielder defensively. Some teams may be in love with his potential hit tool and take him even in this shortened draft. So maybe Colby. Kai Corento, I know he's from Hawaii. Yeah, he's 15. Graduated high school in 2023. No, he's not even from Hawaii. He's from California. Not linked anywhere. 5'7", 150. A rangy shortstop who barrels the ball well and has a very fast bat. So we'll see about you in quite a while. All right, last card. Right-handed pitcher, Samuel Dutton. Ooh, I like the specs. Out of 199, patch auto. Did we have him already? Did we talk? I think we talked about him. He will be a senior in high school next year. right-handed pitcher outfielder from we talked about him. Southside Alabama, LSU commit, can touch mid-90s, strong, looks like a pitcher, but he is undersized. But I'll hang on to you. Maybe you'll be something. So I don't know. That was kind of fun for me. So I really thought I'd be able to talk more about these guys just off of the top of my head, but it was too many in too short a time. Um, I'm on deck. All right. Well, thanks for tuning in. Hope that wasn't the worst for you, but it was fun for me just to do this part of it and get acclimated with some guys coming up for my dynasty leagues and to pull a couple cool cards. I like that one. That's sweet. But yeah, I'm gonna go take a pee, and if anyone's still around, I'll chat. But if they're not, I'll go away. All right. So I'm up to draft, huh? All right. Hey, caught up here. All right, I'll just end this. Robert, did you snipe me? Anyone watching? Oh, you son of a bitch, Robert. Really? Fuck. You got one spot away from me, and you fucking took them. You don't even like the Brewers. You don't even like second baseman. You don't even like good baseball players. You're a dick. Really? I gotta get caught up here. You put me on tilt. All right, stopping this noise. Good night, fellas. Get out of here.